welcome to another episode of Mick and the Fat Man, coming to you live from the Mick and the Fat Man studios, where we are talking life, music, and everything. Well, welcome everybody to another exciting episode of Mick and the Fat Man, Series 3, Episode number 5. Mick, I have spoken before about Mr. Beast, the YouTuber. He's one of the biggest YouTubers in the world. He's now sitting at around about 114 million subscribers, which makes him a lot of money. His latest video, well, it's actually not his latest video now, it's the one before, he gives away a $2.5 million jet. So he literally gets 11 of his YouTubers who follow him. One of them is actually an Australian. And
I spent $2.5 million on this private jet and had 11 YouTubers put their hands on it. Whoever keeps their hand on the longest wins the private jet. But if at any point they take their hand off, they're eliminated. The challenge has officially started. The rules are simple. You can't push someone. And yeah, that's it.
I've got nothing on the schedule. I can stay here forever.
I am willing to do anything, including crap my own pants. I heard there was going to be a lot of loud and obnoxious people on this shoot.
Get off! No joke, the winner of this challenge is getting a private jet. So of course they all tried to find the best spot.
so as you can see, Mick, pretty wild and wacky stuff. Would you be interested in holding your hand onto a jet to win it?
I don't care too much about a private jet, but for $2.5 million, there's not much I wouldn't do.
You could sell it.
Absolutely.
That's what I reckon.
They could move it tomorrow for $1.5 million. Yeah, and
Yeah.
everyone would think they got a great deal.
Yeah, that's right. So, I'd give it a go. I don't know. He gives it, the guy who wins it gives it to his brother, who I don't know whether he can fly a jet, but they're all very excited about it, that's for sure.
Well, his brother's never got anything in his life, so that's what he's all happy about.
That's right.
Finally feels validated.
That's right. Now, another big thing I found, Mick, I know you love drum machines, and I found a guy that's actually programmed his drum machine to be Beavis and Butt-Head, and I think you'll like this one, mate.
Fire, fire, fire. Fire. Cool. Diarrhea. Fire, 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 fire.
Not bad, eh?
It's impressed me, mate.
I'm very impressed by it. How about this one? Bit of Homer Simpson. I think we might get a few of those drums. What do you reckon?
I think we could get him to make a new intro for Mick and the Fat Man.
Yeah.
Now we're
Yeah, we
talking.
could.
Yeah.
We could indeed. So, look, that's pretty interesting stuff.
Not that interesting.
No, not really. But I do like the whole Mr. Beast thing of just saying, okay, I make that much fucking money, I can just give away a jet for $2.5 million.
How does he make that much money? He
YouTube.
doesn't get $2.5 million of people looking at some buffheads not taking their hands off a plane, surely.
With that many subscribers, you just make a lot of money.
Wow.
You really do.
We're in the wrong game.
Well, we have said about putting ourselves up onto the interwebs by YouTube,
Yeah.
and I reckon if we did that, we probably make about.
$23?
I'm thinking like $17.59 every couple of months.
That'd be all right. Yeah.
It's a beer each.
Oh, at the Opera House it is.
That's one beer.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you have a beer at the Opera House when you went the
It
other
cost
week?
about that. Yeah, like I said, I went with my daughter, and my wife looked at the credit card bills and she says, "What'd you do? Drink yourself stupid?" I said, "That was one beer."
Anyway, so Robert Dimery's still floating around here, Mick, and As I said previously, we went to the back of the book. We've been to the middle of the book, and it's time to go to the start of the book.
Where it all began.
1001 albums you must hear before you die. And I've gone over to the first page, which is page number 22, and in there is old Cranky Frankie, Frank Sinatra, 1955 album, an album called In the Wee Small Hours. Produced by Voyle Gilmore, art direction Tommy Steele, not the Tommy Steele music.
I don't think it's that Tommy Steele.
No, it's not. He's an art guy. So, so it's good old Cranky Frankie's album, an album that came out not long after he had a divorce. I think he had a few, I think, from memory, didn't he?
He loved and lost women.
Was this, I can't remember who this one was. It Ava Gardner or someone? I don't know.
Did he ever end up marrying Ava Gardner? I think he did, but...
a long relationship.
Oh, yeah.
In the Wee Small Hours arrived not long after Sinatra's relationship with Ava Gardner collapsed, and it is this split that defines perhaps the all-time greatest breakup album. Yeah. The wise-cracking finger-snapping of Sinatra of popular legend is absent. This is a man alone. Sounds dangerous. Anyway.
Well, she wasn't a bad sort, Ava Gardner, if you like that sort of thing.
No. Look, there's a lot of sounds on here that remind me of 1950s movies, to be pretty honest. The strings, those strings that they have on there.
Funny about that.
And, I thought, what did you think of it?
I thought it was a lovely album. I really like Sinatra. Whether, there are people I've spoken to who say, well, he's dead, but, he's old style, old time music. It's not, and I don't agree with that. I think, particularly, around this album, this is lovely. And his whole mannerisms, the way he approached singing, he was very, in the way, same way he's a bit of a method actor. He's a bit of a method singer. He decided, this one was going to be, the sad blues man, not blues, but blue. The
thing with him was that he, in fact, he wasn't a singer with a massive range or anything like that.
Oh no!
But what he sang, he did well,
yeah.
And he really had a grasp on the lyrics and knew exactly how to deliver them, and that was his big strength.
Absolutely,
very, very good. Tom Waits regards this as his favourite album. And said of it actually that it's the very first concept album, which I guess it probably is. The idea being you put this record on after dinner, and by the last song you're exactly where you want to be. Sinatra said that he's certain most baby boomers. Tom Waits said that he's certain most baby boomers were conceived with this soundtrack of this album. I think it's a bit of a long bow to draw. Yeah. Look, I've got a problem with the album though, Mick. Yep. I've got a big problem.
Good.
Now, on the song Deep in a Dream, the lyrics go, I dim all the lights and sink in my chair, the smoke from my cigarette, that's a problem straight up, promoting smoking. The smoke from my cigarette.
You can't have songs about cigarettes these days.
No, you cannot. But anyway, the smoke from my cigarette climbs through the air. The walls of my room fade away in the blue, and I'm deep in a dream of you. He falls asleep smoking a cigarette. That's a huge fire risk. We could have lost him there and then.
Think what it would have done for sales, though.
Oh, yeah. Would have gone through the roof.
Look at what death has done for Presley and Jackson.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Good point. Anyway, it is a nice album. I must admit, I agree.
Yep. Look, Sinatra's a master. It's always a joy to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
And whilst he is limited in range, what he does beautifully. And there's still enough differences through his career to make it interesting to listen to and lovely to listen to. While the majority of this material on this album, in fact, of his material, is it's way earlier than the time frame we like to talk about. We weren't even alive for most of Sinatra's career.
Another 20 years before we were born.
That's correct. Yeah. Look, it's influential as much as Presley and the early rockers. I reckon it's even as influential as the Beatles.
Oh, gee, there's them talking.
Well, you think about
fighting
it.
words.
You know, anyone who wants to write a love song, you know, that's a little bit moody, a little bit quiet, who are they tapping back to? They're tapping back to Sinatra or someone influenced by Sinatra.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He was nicknamed the chairman of the board because he was such a big presence.
Yep.
And you know, he had a grouping of performers, actors, and musicians, which was the board. And he was called Old Blue Eyes. Yeah, and that's not simply a classification of his physical eye attributes. You know, that's almost a loving attribute.
And Cranky Frankie.
Well, that was an attribute of his crankiness. I think that's more of a journalist's.
Do you remember when he came to Australia? Well, later on in his career, and he had the bloody press racing around after
He had the shits.
He had the shits big time. But in some cases, not entirely his fault. I mean, everybody was giving him the shits and asking him. And you remember the inane questions that the press still ask.
What do you think of Australia so far?
Oh yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, just here in the arrival lounge.
I've just been sprayed with fucking insect spray on arrival. I'm not happy.
Look, he was one of the first. He was one of the first artists where women flocked to him and swooned. Yeah, you talk about the Beatles and any of the boy bands from late 70s onwards. The template was back to Sinatra.
Yep.
And women loved him. The artist, his performance, that cranky Frankie and his mob connections and everything. He didn't half play that up, right? So, yeah, I'm somebody. I'm important. He also set the template for around this time for singers to spread their wings and become actors. You look at some of the movies that he's been in.
Heaps.
Yeah. Ocean's 11.
I used to love his movies.
Yeah, he's great.
It used to be like your Saturday afternoon movie, or was it Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon? I can't remember now. You sit down and watch one of those old
Or the
movies.
late one on a Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
With, what's his
Bill
face?
Collins.
Bill Collins.
He was great. Yeah.
Look at this movie. It's a wonderful movie.
And High Society with Fred Astaire.
Yeah.
He could keep company.
No, it was great. He had some... It was a roller coaster, wasn't he? He certainly had a lot of stuff going on in his life.
Yeah, and as a performer, as an album, this is great, and as a performer, he was great.
Yeah, it is a good album, and it does remind me of what's the album that Tom Waits has got an album called Blue Valentine, which actually does have a sort of similar feel on the cover. The cover's got a very similar feel to this one as well.
The cover has.
So
the sound is the same too?
No, it's never going to be the same. Not with Tom Waits.
It's how Tom Waits felt when he broke up with Ava Gardner?
It's never going to be the same as Tom Waits. There's no voice in the world that has the same sound as Tom Waits.
Well, shares that with Sinatra.
There you go.
Yep.
And that's all that needs to be said, everybody. Well, thank you, Cranky Frankie, for churning out that song and that album, I should say. And as I said, in future, Mick and I might make a few strategic choices about the albums we choose out of this book going forward for the next year or so, because we just want to do the ones we want to do as opposed to the ones we don't want to do.
That's right. And I'm sure that you don't want to hear us say that any album that we've selected out of Robert Dimery's great book is crap and it shouldn't have been in there in the first place. Unless you do, in which case, get off your ass and send us a note.
Yeah, that's
right.
right.
If you don't feed back to us, we'll just do what we bloody well like.
Well, we're going to do that anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and we'll make up. Billy from Melbourne, who said we should do this.
Mons Pubis. Remember her?
That's a good idea.
Remember her? She was funny.
Yeah.
She had some good emails to us.
Yes.
Now, Mick, let's move on. I'm going to go and get the bag for you. It looks a little bit fragile over there in the corner, and I don't know that you're going to be able to easily handle it. Sort of rattling around a little bit over there.
I appreciate that.
I'll go and get it and open it up and just explain to us what we got happening here, mate.
Okay. Have you got it yet?
Give me a minute. I'm getting there.
Oh, you want me to talk about it before you?
No. Just wait till. Okay, there it is. It's on your lap now.
Oh, thanks, Jeff. Appreciate that.
No.
I'll just open it up.
Yep. Click.
That was the sound effects. Oh,
got the Foley group. You got the Foley people out the back doing the sound effects for us.
Yeah. Surely we've got an ABC branch somewhere.
Sure we do. I was just a bit worried about this one because it's got sort of like official people, in there. Like
Roxanne.
Like tell us, mate.
The police.
You got to be careful. Sometimes the police aren't nice people. They can be, but sometimes they're not.
Well, Sting apparently can be difficult to get along with on occasions.
Oh, can he?
Yeah, so they say.
The Police, what a great band.
The Police, yeah, we loved the Police.
We do.
Back in the day.
They haven't churned out a lot of albums in their time, have they?
No, they did a total of 5.
Yeah, which is interesting.
Yeah. So let's talk about those, and we'll talk. We actually were fortunate enough to see the Police, so we'll talk about that.
And what year would we have seen the Police?
Oh, for heaven's sake,
70.
Yeah, I don't know, sometime back then. Oh yeah, but they toured in 1980, and we saw them then.
1980, was that late, was it?
Yeah,
it probably was, yeah.
Well, they split up mid-80s. They did a couple of tours where they were able to swallow their hatred of each other and and make a couple of $1 million. But
they had 14 singles in the Australian charts.
They did well. Australia loved them.
And you said they had 5 albums, right?
They did.
They had 7 albums in the Australian charts.
Did they?
Yeah, best of.
Oh,
type things.
best of don't count. Really.
So Atlantis d'Amour came in at number 15.
Yep.
Regatta de Blanc came in at number 1
Yep.
as an album. Zenyatta Mondata came in at number 1. Synchronicity came in at number 1.
How odd.
They did all right for themselves. They were
All
quite
those
popular
number
out here.
They were a very, very big thing in Australia.
Singles-wise, Can't Stand Losing You was number 1.
I can't stand that either.
Surprising.
Mm.
And So Lonely was number 1.
That's a great song. I really love that.
I know, but it's a bit, I wouldn't have thought it'd be number 1. But anyway, it was. So there you go. So very, very successful band in Australia.
See, you've sent my records back and my LP records, and they're all scratched.
I did. I didn't mean to scratch them. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Well, you did.
Oh, sorry about that. Which one
That's
was
that
it?
So Lonely.
Oh, is it?
See, you sent my records back and my LP records, and they're all scratched.
Oh, yes, that is too. I remember
You
that.
don't want to see me again, and your brother's going to kill me, and he's 6'10".
Okay. Who sang that?
Sting.
Sting did sing it?
Yeah.
It sounded
Sting
it was a very different sounding song, though, that song, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about the Police in general, but Sting, I like Sting a lot more in the Police than as a solo artist. I wasn't excited about everything Sting did. I thought he was a bit vanished up his fundamental. But
look, he did. But I didn't mind some of the stuff he did afterwards. But yeah,
it was all right.
it is a little bit self-indulgent. But
well, if you're that good, I suppose you're allowed to be.
That's right. And anybody can get Mr. Khrushchev into a song and make it rhymes, but doing well.
What's that? The Russians love their children too.
Yeah,
good. The Police basically were a sanitised version. They came out around the time at the end of punk, new wave.
Mm.
They were a sanitised version of the new wave movement.
Right.
They themselves, because
So who's in the Police?
they
Just
were manufactured.
remind us who were the.
They were a
Police.
trio.
Oh,
only.
Yes.
Sting, Mr. Gordon Sumner, for those who aren't on first Sting terms with him. Stewart Copeland on drums, and Andy Summers on lead, and Sting was on bass.
Yep. Good.
And vocals. So the sound was something a little different to pretty much anybody else who was recording at the time. And I don't know that anybody who has recorded since has captured that sound that the Police had. Mm. It was theirs, and happy days. Yeah, they had a great time. Other rock trios seem to work harder to get a stronger, bigger, sometimes more aggressive sound. Nirvana, Green Day, two very successful. There's lots of other trios, and we won't go on with another list of things. But punk was very much a do-it-yourself style, and so it was theirs. But ability wasn't as important as attitude and energy. And in those parts of punk, the Police really picked up.
Mm.
So,
a little bit more. Would you say they're a little bit more lyrical than some of the other punk bands as well?
Yeah, what gets missed when you talk about the Police, they say, this, that, or the other about the Police. but how talented each together. They really combined well.
Yep.
And
Sting's a bloody good bass player.
Well, Sting's a great bass player. Copeland's a great drummer. And Summers is just such a good bloody lead guitarist.
Yeah,
he
fantastic.
really is. And they individually and coming together were great. They're really, really a great aggregation of sound.
Yeah, without doubt.
Yeah, as a collective.
Oh, collective.
Yes, you can use that word if you like.
Okay, collective.
The sound was very lean. They didn't have a whole lot of production techniques in there. Now, just imagine if Brian Ferry had got hold of them.
Or Malcolm McLaren.
Ah, yes, he would have had...
Who knows?
Who knows what he would have put in there, but it wouldn't have fit.
He would have stolen Sting and gave him to another band.
That's exactly right. They weren't overproduced. They were great. Kept the sound fresh. Even today, you listen to the Police, and it's not dated. It doesn't have any of the production tricks of the various ages. You know, very often you can hear a song from the 80s. You can say, "Oh, that's a 90s song because of listen to the way the bass is played," that sort of thing.
Yep.
Now they kept it very lean, fresh, crisp, and as a result, it's become undated and undating.
Undating, yes.
Do you like that? Yeah.
I do.
It's not fashion. It's not fashionable because it sort of transcends above fashion. Less is more. Simplicity.
Yep.
Very simple song. They had 5 albums in total, and you read them out: Outlandos de Moor, Regatta de Blanc, Zenyatta Mondata, none of which mean anything. They're all totally made up, not even any language, but they're sort of bastardizations of a couple of different languages, particularly the first 2, which are bastardizations of French.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because Sting speaks French, I do believe. Like you.
I can sneer in French, that's about all.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Outlandos de Moor, Outlaws of Love.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, playing with very rough translations. Right. Regatta de Blanc, white reggae.
Ah, actually, that suits.
Absolutely, yeah. But it doesn't mean anything. It's not real.
You're going to struggle with the next one, aren't you?
Zenyatta Mondata, the Mondatas from Xenia.
Yep,
absolutely.
Who could forget them?
Yeah, absolutely. Ghost in the Machine, where we go to English, and that's a more topical name for an album. I love that type of that Ghost in the Machine, that Deus Ex Machina.
Oh, the cartoons.
Yes. And Synchronicity.
What do you think of that?
I thought it was a good album. I was glad it was their last.
It's interesting because I would have thought that they were sort of on the down with those last 2 albums, but in fact they're very popular albums still.
You look at the success levels of those. The first 3 were spent building up, and I never thought much of Zenyatta Mondata.
No.
And yet it's got single after single after single on the damn thing.
Massive.
Now you talk about 14 single hits, and a stack of them are off Zenyatta Mondata.
Yep.
Yeah,
so it's a very popular album.
It is.
And that's probably why we don't like it as much.
Well, that's very true. Very true. Yeah.
But nonetheless, it was the first 2 are the 2 that I've really listened to over the years.
They were the ones that we were brought up on.
Yep.
Yeah, we started to lose interest in them by the 4th and 5th album, which we often did.
Yeah.
For us.
Is it just us, do you think?
I don't know. I like your old stuff better than your new stuff.
Yeah.
That's obviously a common enough phenomenon.
Well, that's right. I mean, I still go back to the early Split Ends, which is so far removed from the Split End sound. It's ridiculous.
Absolutely.
But I still like it.
Yeah. Outlandos de Moor, the single off that is obviously the one that broke the band, Roxanne.
Mm-hmm.
Roxanne.
Gee, that sounds just the same.
Just the same as Sting. Yep. I got him in. Here he is. He's sitting on that chair over there. Sit. Good. How are you, mate?
No, thanks, mate. No, really good, nice work. We'll get you in. Can you do Can't Stand Losing You as well, mate? I can't. Very good, thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Gordon. That's enough.
That
single Roxanne wasn't a great hit in Australia.
34.
Yeah.
34.
Which is a bit of a shame. It became more of a hit later on. We loved it right from the outset because I remember we were right into the band and bought Outlandos de Moor and Regatta de Blanc as they were released.
Mm.
But Roxanne became more of a hit later.
Interestingly, Can't Stand Losing You got to number 98 in the charts, in the Australian charts. It was in for 1 week.
Yeah, what's the point? Yeah.
Anyway.
Sting kept the song Roxanne because it's such a great song. He kept it as part of his solo repertoire later on. So as he was playing solo, when the Police split up, he did a lot of solo work, and he played a show called The Secret Policeman's Ball, which was a concert put on annually by sort of a live aid for political prisoners around the world by Amnesty International.
Yeah, Amnesty is.
Yes.
That's it, Amnesty is.
And
Great concert.
It was great, yeah. And every year they'd release the album, The Secret Policeman's Ball.
Yep.
And he did Roxanne
Acoustic,
solo, almost acoustic and almost unaccompanied.
Fantastic version.
And fantastic, just his voice
and
almost.
you think, what a fantastic song. And then out comes Monty Python.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So a very stripped down version. That was great.
That was really good.
Yeah. Regatta de Blanc. Yeah. White reggae. I've always loved that faux reggae sound. It's not really reggae,
no,
but it sort of picks up some of the rhythm points of their combination of bass and lead.
Yep.
And as I've read a number of interviews with Andy Summers, and he says, look, it wasn't really reggae, but we talked with a lot of reggae musicians, which reggae was very popular at the time, and they talked with a lot of musicians who said, that's nice, that's got that reggae feel, and they talked with reggae musicians and picked up the techniques of playing reggae rather than playing reggae itself.
So interesting, you said we saw them in 1980, which is interesting because the first two albums both came out in 1979.
Yeah.
And so we only saw them do the first two albums, really, didn't we?
Exactly right.
They didn't do the third album hadn't been released yet. No. We were lucky, weren't we?
We were indeed, and that was an awesome concert. I'll come to that in a minute, actually.
Yeah.
Singles on, listen, with this many singles, who needs anything else to have a live show? Regatta de Blanc, Message in a Bottle. Sting came up with the riff, but Andy Summers made it work. So they often did that when they were still talking to each other, when they were friendly with each other. They played off each other in the studio. So Summers would work on something Sting came up with and vice versa. And the drummer, far from being Stewart Copeland, far from being some guy who hangs around with musicians, he was actually a vital contributor to the sound that they had and put a fair bit of the swing that they had in their sound into their songs. Walking on the Moon.
Giant Steps
are what you take. Taken from it was their second UK number one single. Just at the end of 79, before the dawn of the 1980s. You can hear the music. Dun, dun,
26th of November 1979.
There you go, yep.
Released. And got to number 5, was in the charts for 23 weeks. Yeah.
The sound, as Summers said, you wouldn't find our reggae sound in Jamaica.
You certainly would not in a million years.
It's I call it, I think I've said, faux reggae.
Yeah.
You listen to it and you say, there's a bit of reggae there, but it's not a lot, and it's not any reggae song that you've ever heard.
Walking on the Moon's sort of a little bit more sort of like that with that sort of, no, there's no reggae, really, not really.
When we saw them at the Hordern Pavilion, they left this song to the end. Do you remember that?
I do.
And we're sitting there in our row about halfway back from the stage.
We actually didn't have bad seats that time, did we?
It was great, yeah.
Sort of close to the middle, sort of the middle of the middle, basically.
Yeah, exactly right.
Spot.
Yeah. So if you know the Hordern Pavilion, you'll know that we're sort of halfway back to the ledge where the mixing desk would normally sit.
Unfortunately, the Hordern Pavilion is not,
that's right. They've stripped it out.
Really.
Yes, exactly.
It's a barn now, and the stage is at the other end. And you walk in,
that's right,
and it's just a big hall, and there's some seats on the side going up on each side. But basically, it's just a place for standing up.
Yeah, awful.
It's awful. It really is. I saw Boy and Bear there not long, about a few years ago now.
Not that long.
Not long ago. Saw Boy and Bear there, and they were good, but it's a shit place. It really is.
So you'll recall that when we're there in that seat in so long, in our spot in seats that no longer exist, we saw that there was a whole bank of lights back in the day when each light had a specific purpose and wasn't computerized, and you couldn't say, light number 23, you do this now, and
it only had one colour.
It only had one colour and one purpose, and it would only do one thing. So we saw, hey, there's a whole bloody bank of lights there that they haven't used. What song haven't they played yet? So we're doing a bit of feverish calculation, and we worked out what song hadn't been played, and it was Walking on the Moon. So that's, as I say, that's the day before digital lights. you couldn't change the purpose of the lights in the middle of a show, except for one day. You might recall you had a local band striving for success by the name of Ocean.
Yes.
And you were playing a show in Camden.
Yes.
And myself and another guy were your inverted commas roadies.
Yep, the roadies.
Yeah. And
We were all roadies, except some did roadie work after the band started and some played the musical instruments.
That's exactly right, yeah. It was pretending to be important.
Yeah.
And me and this other bloke climbed up on top. You go up by ladder. You'd get up on top of the stage, and they had a little walkway. Because it was also the hall. It was a school hall in Camden, and it was a hall where they would have plays and things like that. So you needed to be above there to have special effects and stuff drop down.
Yeah.
So me and this bloke got up there, and our job was. This was the end of Ocean's set, and to pull all the colour screens off the front of the lights so that when they played their one song for the encore, which was Spontaneous Night, and the lights all came on, and where they'd been coloured before, they were all totally glary, bright white light.
Now, interestingly, those lights were 1,000 watts each. So they consume the same as a hairdryer, basically. And did they get a bit warm?
Oh, you could have scars on your hands. And we were pulling the metal covers off the front of the lights by hand.
They had metal around the outside and basically a colour film inside. Insane.
Yeah. And the song, for those who are interested, who've got a burning need to categorise everything about bands, the song that Ocean was going to play as the encore was called Baby.
Yep, which just had made-up lyrics in it.
It was totally false lyrics, yeah. They didn't exist, but they had a great white light show.
It was fantastic. And I thank you for it.
Yeah, it was no problem. That was a lot of fun doing that, yeah.
And it took you, 6 to 8 months to recover from the burn? So
that's right, yeah, we were okay, yeah. You couldn't bandage them too tight because the skin would come off in swathes.
Sure, you lost a bit of skin. But you're better for the experience.
I am indeed. Back in another story about Andy Summers. Andy Summers is not an uncommon name, Andrew Summers. Yeah, so Andy Summers was also the name of John Cale's manager. Oh. So in 1983, I went to New York to see John Cale at the Bottom Line. I think I've talked about that in the past. So his manager, as I said, was named Andy Summers, and I'd called him about arranging to see, find out where he was playing and meet Cale.
Yep, nice.
And this guy was really good. He's a good bloke. I mean, Cale's not top line security risk or anything. Where they'd be worried about someone coming up and popping a pistol on him or something like that.
No,
particularly not from Australia. We don't even have guns. And so I got to the Bottom Line nightclub. And said, Andy Summers has organised some seats for me and so on. And the staff at the Bottom Line thought that I meant Andy Summers,
the drummer,
the guitarist from the Police. So they thought I'd been VIP'd by Andy Summers. And they obviously heard my accent. I wasn't making it up. So I'd come all the way from Australia at Andy Summers' say so. And so they organised. I was in this great table right up the front, table for two.
Yeah,
and got really looked after.
Fantastic.
It was really
Thanks, Andy.
Yeah, thanks, mate. And you don't even know anything about it. He still doesn't know me from Adam.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and it was a good night. That was the night I talked about that I saw the, what do they call them, a cappella band. What's Barbershop Quartet.
Oh.
For youngish blokes, I guess. Yeah. They were black, but I don't think that was necessarily a part of the. But they were great. They all had fantastic voices.
Oh, okay.
And I'd never seen that type of show before, so I loved that as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's interesting. Yeah. And how was Mr. Cale?
He was brilliant.
Was he on his own?
He had a band.
Oh, okay.
But he did a bit in the middle where he just played on the piano, and he played Waiting for the Man, and he kept his piano going. He was aggressively bashing hell out. Forget Jerry Lee Lewis. John Cale could kill a piano at the best of times. And he launched into a 10-minute monologue of a discussion with Augusto Pinochet. You're having a cup of coffee with Augusto Pinochet. He's saying, "Have another cup of coffee, Augusto."
In the middle of I'm Waiting for the Man?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's playing
That's
this.
a bit weird.
Oh, it was great. It was really. It was really looked spontaneous, but he probably thought about it a bit in advance. Yeah, and so he was both sides of the conversation.
Okay.
And really interesting. And then all of a sudden, he tired of it, and the band came chiming back in. Dun, 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 dun.
Did he say bye-bye, Augusta?
No, Augusto took his coffee and went off.
Oh, okay.
So
That's fucking weird, Mick.
it's awesome. Absolutely fantastic.
It's just fucking sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Good on him. How long did you stay in New York for?
A week or so. No, I didn't see anybody else there.
Oh, okay.
Because I'd gone to see Cale. I went up to...
Did you get a pastrami on rye?
No, but I went to the deli where Harry met Sally.
Yeah. And had an orgasm?
Yeah, did at the table. The seats are like that.
Oh, wow.
They're
Wow.
fantastic.
You and the missus had an orgasm together?
Yeah, way to go. Yeah, not often that happened. Yeah, it was
So
great.
what'd you have at the deli?
I can't remember.
Come on.
Can't remember.
Think.
That was... Don't even want to think how many years ago that was.
It's a long time ago.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Well, it was a galaxy far, far away.
I would have had a pastrami on rye. Definitely.
Yeah, but I didn't stay all the time in New York. I went up to Rochester in upstate New York. And I think I've told this tale before.
yeah.
Where I saw Cale live,
Yep.
saw the Hoodoo Gurus, saw
Yeah.
Dave Mason from Traffic. So a whole lot of things because Scorgie, the guy who owned the nightclub, took us around to all the other places. Just to have a look.
Because you're Australian?
Because it was Australian, yeah. And I'd come all that way to see Cale at his nightclub.
So he took you to other places?
Yeah.
And the Hoodoo Gurus were there?
Yeah.
What the hell were the Hoodoo Gurus doing in Rochester?
Well, touring New York State, the whole
I know,
New
but
England area.
It's weird though, isn't it?
And I'd just seen them a couple of days before I left Sydney at the Hordern, at the Ensign with Do Re Mi.
Oh, fantastic. I love Do Re Mi.
Yeah.
That's an unusual concert to be at the Ensign.
Isn't it?
Like, that's a big, that was a big venue.
They were big.
That
The
was a
Hoodoo Gurus couldn't put a foot wrong.
12,000 seat venue.
Close to full.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
They tore it down.
Yeah. Bastards.
I don't. Perfectly good place. I mean, it wasn't always the best place for watching bands, but I mean, you could fit a lot in.
Saw a lot of bands there.
Saw a lot of bands there, but
That's because we've got a gut pocket of developers.
that's right. So they tore it down and built another one,
Yeah.
a bit smaller.
Yeah. That's
So
right.
the tickets are dearer.
Yeah, and we've had this discussion.
Just bizarre. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry.
Anyway,
Thanks for the discussion about New York, folks. That's about all we've got time for. Mix Travels will be on again next week, where he'll be talking about his last trip to Bali and his future adventures to Jakarta.
Am I going to Jakarta, am I?
You're going to get a T-shirt.
Oh, I am, yes. Yeah, good idea. Yep. They got...
Sorry, mate.
The police were building from the three albums. Then Yada Mondada really started. We don't think about it much, but it was a pivotal step in their rise to the top. The Ghost in the Machine and Synchronicity were great.
Yeah.
Did very, very well indeed.
Another big album.
Yeah. Well, Ghost in the Machine, every little thing she does is magic. Yeah. It's
Big song.
Yeah. Piano is not a feature of the police, but piano, every little thing she does is magic. You listen to it, it's got piano in it, which makes it unique in the canon of police stuff, because that's where that piano is.
Because who played the piano?
I don't know.
We should find out, shouldn't we?
I'll ring up Sting after the show and put it in.
I'm going to be quiet for the next 5 minutes and find out who played piano.
Yeah, good on you. Maybe I should do that. I may have hit on something here to...
What? To shut me up, just send me off and do internet searches.
Could you go look at that? Yeah. And they every little thing she does is magic. Again, an echo of the faux reggae that they used early.
Yep.
And it's a very nice song.
It's a good song.
Very good song. But Synchronicity was their last album, and it was a beauty. It was huge. It's also the one where their arguments as a band between each other multiplied like crazy.
So the piano player was Jean-Alain Roussel.
Oh, of course, yeah, Gene.
Yeah. He's a Mauritian musician.
Oh, yeah.
Mauritian musician.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, he's got to get out of Mauritius because Mauritius is sinking.
Is it?
Yeah. Mauritius. Much of Mauritius is no. I'm telling a lie because I've just confused Mauritius with the Maldives.
Yeah.
If Mauritius was sinking, that would be a problem.
Yeah, it's a bit bigger.
Yeah.
No, the Maldives definitely are.
Yeah.
So he did a lot of the keyboard work with Cat Stevens back in the old days.
Yes, you do.
He's done work with Bob Marley.
Well,
Reggae.
He had a foot in the reggae door, didn't he?
10cc.
Oh yeah.
Dreadlock
Holiday, probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So there you go. Been around. He's been around, that boy. Thin Lizzy.
Yes.
He did work with Thin Lizzy. There you go.
Thin Lizzy, really digressing completely, but you've talked about Thin Lizzy. I was talking with a friend of mine, Spike, recently.
Yeah.
And we were talking about, he's Irish and he's from Dublin. And we were talking about, what do you remember from going to see bands and the rock and roll lifestyle, back then?
Yeah.
And he said, my favourite band, I won't try and do his accent. He's been out here 30 years and still got an Irish accent. You can't throw it away.
No.
Yeah. He says, I used to go and see Thin Lizzy. And Thin Lizzy was huge. We can't imagine how huge they were here because they weren't big here.
Weren't massive.
But he said they were massive in the UK and they provided the launching pad for U2. They used to bring them onto their gigs as support and big them up around the British music scene. So their first couple of albums, which were monumental.
Yeah. Wow, that's interesting. Pity he died. His mother's never forgiven him for dying.
No. Well,
Anyway.
I hate that. Synchronicity.
So,
you've got a piece of information there?
Yeah. So he played piano, that guy,
Jean.
on a Joe Cocker song called Jamaica Say You Will.
Oh, that was an album.
Was the album, was it?
Yeah.
Jamaica Say You Will. There you go.
That's one of his not terribly much later than the period we talked about a lot in the Joe Cocker episode a couple of
1975.
A couple of months ago. Yes, exactly. Yeah, that was after he got off the drugs and recovered a little bit financially from Mad Dogs and Englishmen.
Yes. Anyway, there you go.
Yeah, indeed.
Mauritius.
Yep.
I knew a bloke from Mauritius once.
Did you?
Yeah, can't think of his name.
Is that like a joke?
No, just knew.
There's a bloke from Mauritius, bloke
from the
walked
Maldives.
into a pub.
Bloke from the Maldives, bloke from Mauritius walked into a pub and said, well, Island's sinking. Yeah. Sorry, go on.
King of Pain on Synchronicity.
Yep.
Which is a great song. Wrapped Around Your Finger. I'll be wrapped around your finger.
Yeah, okay.
But Every Breath You Take. Now, we've talked about this song before. Every Breath You Take, when we talked about the real meanings of songs.
Yes. And what does it really mean?
It's about a stalker.
I'll be watching you.
Every breath you take, every move you make, I'll be watching you.
Based on true story?
No, based. A songwriter.
Didn't you say it was based on a news article or something? No, maybe I made that up.
I think you did. You often do.
I do.
Yep.
I do.
It became the police song for many people.
Yeah.
It won 2 Grammys.
Did it? That song?
Yeah, Song of the Year and Best Pop Performance for a Duo or Group with Vocals. There you go. 8 weeks in the Hottest 100.
Weird category,
Hot 100 in the US.
It's a weird category.
Oh, they do, don't they? Yeah.
Best duo with vocals. They're a trio.
Best pop performance by a duo or group.
Oh, with vocals.
Yeah. A pop performance.
Anyway.
Yeah, do you put Police and the Osmonds in the same category?
The Grammys.
It's all a bit sad. They were about to Well, hey, talking about downloads, 1.2 billion Spotify just Spotify alone.
Yep.
Downloads.
Good and still doing well.
Yeah.
Still making money.
It's extraordinary. That's a 1 with 9 zeros.
That's a lot of zeros.
That's a bloody lot of zeros, and all of them were there for the taking.
It's just a lot of zeros.
They were going to throw the song away.
Oh, really? Why?
Yeah. They couldn't make it work in the studio. Yeah. So Sting and Stewart Copeland couldn't agree on the drum and bass parts, how they work together.
Yeah.
So Summers took it and had a bit of a play with it, and put the guitar line in there. Doom 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 doom. Yep. Wasn't tricky. No extended jazz chords or anything like that. It wasn't romantic 19th century progressions. It was something else. Very plain. And that's Summer's own words, and that's basically what the Police do. There's no tricky time signatures. There's nothing funny in there. There's nothing. How the hell did he play that? It's just nice.
It is still surprising they only did 5 albums, but hey, you know, they didn't go on to do 5 more shit albums, I guess. That's the good thing.
That's good. Yeah.
Which is good. So I've never really listened that much to Synchronicity. I still only listened to the first 2. I really should, shouldn't I?
You should. It's not my favourite, even though it's got those great songs on it.
Yeah.
I still love the second one, Reggae de Blanc. That's my favourite Police album.
Yeah, it is too.
It's got some great stuff on it.
But you remember as we were up on the seats at the Hordern when they were doing Giant Steps.
Yes.
Walking on the moon. I beg your pardon. And everybody, and then he goes in. Dio, 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 and everybody's just going wild. It's great.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Yeah. I mean, they were terrific live. It was really good. I'd even compare them to, in terms of simplicity and power live, to Nirvana.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, because when we saw them, we thought they were fantastic. They were one of the best live shows that we'd seen.
Yeah, indeed.
Because trio.
Yep.
It's very strong playing, lots of power.
Yeah.
And not power coming, well, you get an extra boost, from having 4 players.
Wow.
Yeah, particularly if you've got 4 players and a singer.
Yeah.
No, just the 3 of them. And they got a lot of sound in there. And they really filled the Hordern Pavilion.
Why was he called Sting?
There's a number of different versions, but the one that is my favourite is that very early in the piece they did an ad for a product. I forget what the product was, but they all had to dress as bumblebees.
Oh,
yeah, in yellow and black striped tops.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, you can find it on. I've seen it. You can find it on YouTube, and so they're dressed as bumblebees. And there he is
as the band.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, yeah. Gordon Sumner, Bumblebee will sting.
So the other one,
you've heard another version, haven't you?
The other version that I've heard was that he used to play in a band, and he used to always wear this orange, yellow and black striped jumper.
Yeah,
and he ended up with Sting that way. I wonder which is true. I wonder if there's a third version,
a true one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I could look it up.
Yeah, I think you should. Yeah,
and see what comes out of Wikipedia.
Oh, you wouldn't want to do that, mate. You wouldn't want to do that.
Well, I gave Wikipedia some money the other day because they asked me for money.
I did too. Yeah, I think it's only fair if you use it a fair bit.
I do. So I think it's only fair. I didn't give as much as I did the last year because I was feeling a bit poor because the stock market was doing a bit shit. But
I thought because all your bitcoins had lost everything.
I'd spent too much on apes. That's the problem.
Yeah,
I bought bloody heaps of apes.
Well, if you bought couldn't you use your bitcoins to pay for the apes? Why didn't you do that?
I didn't think of that. I've just been using money. Well, no, sorry, I've been using cash to buy the Bitcoin. The Bitcoin then buys the apes. Not Bitcoin, Ethereum. I'm not using Bitcoin. I wouldn't use that shit. I use Ethereum.
Oh, well, of course. It's always important to find the most ethical of the digital currencies.
Yeah. And,
is there such a thing?
No. You got to get Dogecoin's gone down the gurgler big time, which is really sad because I really like Doge because I love Elon. I really love Elon.
He's a good guy. So his staff say.
Yeah, they reckon he's really nice. He sacked them all.
Yeah.
But I think they still like him a lot. And then he brought them back again, and I think he sacks them more again. So
yeah. You've got to read between the lines in their comments. When they call him various names that aren't very polite or nice or kind, I think that masks a certain affection.
Yeah, but I think he's always been a nice bloke. I always liked his Boring Company.
And it's a great name.
Yeah.
And I'm still waiting for the battery so we can open up the Outback.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you like this podcast, if you're enjoying this podcast, give it to a friend. Help us grow our audience. Because obviously there's no revenue. There's no money. We're never going to get rich off this podcast, but we're doing it for fun. And if you'd like us to keep doing it, help us to have a lot more people listening to it.
And if you'd like to learn how you would get pizzas into the middle of the Australian desert, listen to episode number, I don't remember, but it was very good.
It was the Cyndi Lauper episode.
Cyndi Lauper.
Yes.
That's right, it was too.
Yep.
So if you listen to that episode, you'll have great insight into how you would get a pizza into the middle of the Australian desert, and it's simplicity at its best. It's
simple. You put it next to the dry cleaning shop.
I know, it's brilliant. It's a brilliant idea. The one I've seen is the one about him wearing the sloppy Joe. The sloppy Joe.
There's a lot of crossover in those two stories.
Yeah.
So I suspect they're probably variants of the same story.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? I prefer it if it was dressing up as a bumblebee, though. I think that would be so much better.
I've seen the clip.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm going to find it and have a look at it.
Good.
Because that would be better if he.
Better.
Why wouldn't they all be called Sting? Though?
That's where that story falls down, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. But look, anyway, he is called Sting and he is good. All right. So, Mick, anything else we want to talk about the police there?
No, I think we've policed out.
We did talk about highway patrolmen earlier on in the day and we weren't very happy with them, were we?
Not a bit.
No.
Most police aren't either.
No, that's right. All right, folks, thanks very much. We'll see you next time. Well, that's a wrap, and thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe. It's free. And if you like this, tell your friends about us. Also, contact us at mickandthefatman@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks very much. See you next time.